On today's show, we have a recap of last night's presidential debate and locker rooms vandalized during Sunday's men's basketball game. Stay tuned because Spinnaker News starts right now. Good morning, Ospreys. I'm Tevin Locke, and thanks for tuning in to Spinnaker News on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Here are today's top stories. Last night, student government's presidential debate took place in the Osprey Plaza. True Rain, Shamari Gloucester, and Matthew Harris all used the debate to tell students what makes them the best option for students. The debate consisted of 7 questions given by debate moderator Dr. Matthew Childers from the Political Science Department. Each candidate was given 1 minute and 15 seconds to respond and 30 seconds for an optional rebuttal. Students will be able to vote for any of these candidates plus 2 independents starting next week. On February 28th, an unknown suspect punched a hole in the sheetrock in the women's locker room and tore a paper towel dispenser off the wall in the men's locker room between 5 and 9 p.m. UNF housekeeping noticed a hole in the women's locker room after the visiting team left and also noticed the paper towel dispenser torn off the wall in the men's locker room. The officer estimated the total damage to be around $725. There are no known suspects or witnesses at this point, and patrol efforts have been suspended. It looks like we're going to have a beautiful day on campus today. So for your Spinnaker weather update, here's Taylor Johnson.
Good morning, Ospreys. Looks like we're getting really warm temperatures today on campus. I'm Taylor Johnson here with your Spinnaker weather update. It's currently 68 degrees, and as you can see in our current conditions, we're going to see partly cloudy skies with a high today of 85 and a low of 60. Moving on to tonight, we're going to start to see partly cloudy skies, and it'll be around 66. Winds will also be picking up from the south at around 7 to 11 miles per hour. Today is a beautiful day for the beach, and looking at our Surfline reports that waves will be around 2 to 3 feet. This could be a great day for some paddleboarding. Well, that's it for today's weather update. Now let's take a look at your 3-day forecast.
Thanks, Taylor. Now for your sports update, here's Patrick Lloyd.
Good morning, Ospreys. I'm Patrick Lloyd here with your Spinnaker Sports, filling in once again for Alex Gatlin. Unfortunately, he's not feeling well. Let's have a moment of silence for Alex Gatlin's sickness. All right, that's good enough. Let's get started. All the hype around campus lately has been about the men's basketball team because they're in the playoffs. The playoffs? Yes, that's right. The Ospreys hosted Stetson last night in the ASUN tournament quarterfinals. UNF won the game 81-67. Let's take a look at some highlights, shall we? It was the Bo Beach show as he had a double-double with 19 points and 10 rebounds. Look at that one. Splash. Later in the game, this shot right here, money. Beach was so wet last night he needed a sham wow. But he wasn't just draining threes. He was also dunking the ball. Look at this one right here. With authority. Let's not forget about Dallas Moore, who had 16, including this 3 right here. That shot was sweeter than my mom's homemade strawberry pies. With the win, the Ospreys move into the ASUN tournament semifinals, and that game will be tomorrow against Lipscomb at 7. And since UNF is the higher seed, it'll be at home. 2 is now the magic number for UNF, as that's how many more wins away they are from the NCAA tournament. Also in action last night was the baseball team. They took on FAU in a crazy game that ended in 12 innings. UNF lost 8-7 after looking like they had it in the bag. The game headed into extras, tied at 5, and after scoreless 10th and 11th innings, UNF racked up 2 hits in the top of the 12th to go up 7-5. Perfect, right? Wrong. FAU went on to score 3 runs in the bottom of the 12th to take the win 8-7 in walk-off fashion. UNF will look for revenge today after letting this one slip away. In Game 2 of the series at FAU, first pitch is set for 3:30. And how about women's golf? 2 days after the men's golf team finished second at their tournament, the Lady Osprey golfers finished second in the Kiowa Island Classic in South Carolina. The Ospreys finished just 5 strokes behind the College of Charleston, who went on to win the tournament. UNF shot a tournament low 2 over in the final round to solidify their second place finish. Next tournament for the team is the UNF Collegiate at Jacksonville Golf and Country Club, and that'll take place March 9th and 10th. Well, that's it for your Spinnaker Sports. Tedlin, back to you.
Thanks, Patrick. Well, that's all the time we have for you today on Spinnaker News. But for more on the stories reported today and other stories, you can check out unfspinnaker.com. You can also like the Spinnaker on Facebook at facebook.com/UNFSpinnaker, and you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at UNFSpinnaker. Plus, if you want to catch up on previous episodes of Spinnaker News, you can check them out on YouTube. For Taylor Johnson and Patrick Lloyd, I'm Tedlin Locke. Have a wonderful Wednesday, UNF.